What's up, guys? It's Paul here from the 95 Investors Club channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about 8 stocks that I'm watching out closely for a potential swing trade if they hold the support that I'm watching out for. Okay, so the stocks that I'm watching are, first of all, we have UAVS. UAVS actually had a big short seller report come out that made them drop really fast, all the way from $14-15 down to $8.70 here. The short seller report claimed that they were lying about their partnership with Amazon, for example. They talked about how insider ownership dropped a lot, but fortunately the management came out very quickly with a rebuttal and to actually defend themselves, saying that they actually did not talk about a lot of the partnerships because of NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, especially, and there was also a change in management as well, which involved him selling out of his shares as well. So fortunately, because they came out with the defense for themselves, they bounced back very quickly, shot up 15% on Friday, which is always good news. But in my opinion, this is a great stock to hold for the long term. So they actually bounced off of even the 50-day moving average here at 870, which also happens to be a previous resistance here. So it was good to see that they held the support here and they bounced back thanks to management coming back. But if this can actually continue next week, I'd love to see it slowly picking back up and getting back to all-time highs over time. Okay, so as of now, I just picked up 2 June $5 calls. I wanted to play it safe and got in the money calls here. And my reason for this is because depending on how much they recover and how long it may take for them to recover, I'd love to actually exercise my shares and be able to hold 200 shares at $5 a share if possible. Okay, so UAVS is the first stock that we're watching out for. Next up, we have FUBO. So FUBO again has been coming down after this bit of a rally that we had, and previously this 42-50 line was a pretty strong support. So, and even right now it's very close to that. It bounced up a bit slowly here, so I'm definitely watching out for where they settle down. But if they don't act as a support, there is definitely more room for them to fall. I'd love to see this level around $38.70 as a potential support. Not only was it a support previously, but it also coincides with the 50-day moving average, which is perfect because 50-day moving averages tend to be strong support. So watch out for FUBO. If they bounce off of here, definitely they can move fast. FUBO is one of those stocks that tends to reverse quickly as soon as there's a trend reversal. So watch out for FUBO. Right after FUBO, we have Corsair Gaming as well. Corsair Gaming, another example of a classic stock that has been trading fairly sideways, and every time it came down to the 50-day moving average, they have been consistently bouncing off of it. And every time it does bounce, we see a consistent 6 to 7 days of an uptrend. Okay, so we saw that here as well as here, and every single time the 50-day moving average acted as a very strong support, and that's exactly where we are at right now at $39 here, and the 50-day moving average is $39.14. So watch out for a potential reversal here as well. If they do, we may see a couple of green day candles where we could do a swing trade depending on however longer they go. Okay, so we do have a couple of resistances here around 42, then I'll watch out for 46 here at the previous highs, and then of course at all-time highs was over $51 here. So there are different levels that are potentially going to act as resistances, but watch out for a reversal. If they do, then I think Corsair is a good stock to pick up, or even do a swing trade if you just want to do call options. Okay, now after Corsair, we also have National Beverage. National Beverage was a classic short squeeze candidate. They shot up very quickly from $80 here all the way at highs to almost $200, which was a crazy little squeeze that they had. This was during the whole mania of GameStop, AMC, and all these stocks, but they crashed back down just as quickly, and right now they're exactly where which was a previous support here and where they broke out of. So watch out for National Beverage, ticker symbol FIZ. They also coincide with the 50-day moving average around 99.60. So if they if they reverse from here, they could quickly go back to this previous support / resistance here around 112, and then we may see a further breakout if it continues. Okay, so keep an eye out for National Beverage as well. Blink Charging also has been on a consistent uptrend. They started pulling back now, and again they're at an exact strong support line. And anytime you see this horizontal support coincide with like a 50-day moving average, like Blink is right here at $46, that's always a good sign for a fairly strong support. I always wait for a confirmation. I don't jump in just because it's at that level. So for all we know, it may drop here, fall all the way down to 36. So that's why make sure there is a trend reversal, a confirmation of a trend reversal, and then you can get in. Okay, so watch out for a Blink Charging as well. Beyond Blink charging, we also have Facebook. Facebook has been very, very disappointing for a long time, which is understandable because they're under so much scrutiny from governments all over the world, and a lot of governments are trying to take action to reduce or limit the power of big tech like Facebook, and so that Facebook has been hurting quite a bit. They recently got very, very close to the 200-day moving average, which was 258. So I want to see if they can recover from here. I have a few short-term calls, which obviously I'm down on for now, but I'd love to see a reversal because the calls don't expire till April, so I have a good 6 to 8 weeks on those. But other than Facebook, we also have Amazon. Amazon was trading in this cone. They recently broke out of it, retested it, and they were able to bounce back, and they recently just came back down and tested the 50-day moving average again around $32. Watch out for Amazon as well. A lot of people are expecting them to break out over the next couple of months. If there's any stock split news, there have been rumors about it, no confirmation at all, but if there's any kind of a catalyst like a stock split, like, they can easily start running back up, especially considering they're so far off the highs back in September. Okay, so definitely watch out for Amazon as well. I'm also watching Fastly here. So Fastly, again, they dropped a lot after earnings came out recently. This was a huge drop that we saw. But again, the 200-day, by the way, just to show you as an example, 50-day moving averages are strong supports like we saw here. But if you look at the 50-day moving average here, it just fell straight through, got back up a little bit, and fell back down. So that's why I always wait for a confirmation of a reversal before getting in. Okay, so this was a great example to show you that. But now again, they're the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving averages are usually very, very strong supports. If you go all the way back, you'll see that every time they broke the 200-day moving average, it hasn't come down there since May of 2020. So that was a long time ago. So watch out to see if they can hold the 200-day moving averages as support. The 200-day moving average right now is $82. They are below that, but that's why we want to see if it can move back up and see if it can break out from there as well. Okay, so those are the main stocks that I wanted to share with you guys here today. Keep an eye out on all of them. Make a note if you'd like on the key supports for all of them. And if you don't know this buy sell indicator here, it's called Super Trend. You can just go to indicators on tradingview.com, just type in Super Trend and you should find it. This first one right here by Kivanch Ozbilgic, or however you say it, that's the indicator here. You could also right click on a buy alert here and even add an alert on the Super Trend. So if you don't want to watch all of them, and if you're not really watching stocks closely, if you have a busy work schedule, you can always set up an alert like that, and it will notify you if there's a trend reversal and if it's a buy. So definitely use that feature on tradingview.com to be able to alert you on these stocks. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys here today. If you enjoyed it, please do smash that like button. Leave a comment below. Are there any other stocks that you're watching or that you want me to watch? Or if you have any questions, feel free to leave that below, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, thanks again for watching, and until next time.